First, I want to start by saying very happy to hear that Vikings rookie Jalen Twyman is apparently going to be okay after getting shot 4 times while visiting his aunt in Northeast D.C. And I've mentioned this several times before. Originally, I'm from the DMV, D.C., Maryland, Virginia metropolitan area. The house I grew up in is probably about 7 to 10 minutes away from Northeast D.C. Let me tell you something right now. Northeast and Southeast D.C., them spots are hard. So when I saw that news, I said, this dude's just trying to mind his own business, visit his family, living his life, and that shit happens. And not only is he going to be okay, but no major injuries. Yeah, he's going to play football this season still. That's wild. So happy to hear that he's going to be okay. For this video, going to talk about training camp battles coming up. I know training camp isn't for a couple of weeks now, but damn it, doesn't mean we can't talk about it. Going to talk about position battles that are going to be coming up this upcoming training camp, starting with wide receiver 3, which brings up Chad Beebe versus BC Johnson versus Amir Smith-Marset. And I cannot stress this enough, folks. I just don't think wide receiver 3 is that big of a deal. We're talking about, for this Minnesota Vikings offense, wide receiver 3 is going to be the 5th option in the passing game. It's not that big of a deal as far as, oh my God, we need to bring in a free agent receiver to be the wide receiver 3. This is so important. No offense. No, it's not. Oh, well, what if Justin Jefferson or Adam Thielen gets hurt? What if anybody gets hurt? This is football. Anybody can get hurt at any time. But if we are going to go down that road as far as assuming the Vikings bring in no one else to battle for that spot, it's Amir Smith-Marset versus Chad Beebe baseline, because BC Johnson he's solid. He does everything you want baseline for what you want from a wide receiver, but doesn't knock your socks off. Chad Beebe had a pretty nice year last season, but Amir Smith-Marset, that is the dynamic player among those 3. It's going to be Amir Smith-Marset for me, even though, again, 5th option in the passing game, not that big of a deal. Up next, left end, which brings up DJ Wonnum versus Stephen Weatherly. And although I'm leaning towards one side, I feel like you can't really go wrong choosing between the two if you're just focused on this year. Because on one hand, Stephen Weatherly, he's the veteran, way more experienced in Mike Zimmer's defense compared to DJ Wonnum, 2nd year out of South Carolina. But on the other hand, DJ Wonnum last year, 2020, he had flashes of brilliance. And then also last offseason, Andre Patterson was vocally excited about DJ Wonnum. Can't wait to get my hands on this guy. Going to be an absolute beast. And if you feel that way, then why not give him the starting job versus potentially having him in his development take a step back to come off the bench again? I feel like it should be DJ Wonnum, but if the lens is all about, we're all focused on just this year, damn it, forget about anything beyond that, can't really go wrong with either Weatherly or Wonnum. Up next, 3rd linebacker. Now, for this, I have 3 players in mind. Cameron Smith, who I really love this dude's story. How can you not? Last year, missed all of the 2020 season recovering from open heart surgery and still is available to play this sport at the highest level today. That's impressive. Good for him. Chaz Surratt, their rookie draft pick, and 2nd year man, Troy Dye. Now, Cam Smith, I feel like he's better suited at a backup role, a depth linebacker, just because of the uphill battle that he's facing compared to the other 2 guys who can really make plays in the passing game. That's where the value goes up. Troy Dye, I've said this a couple of times, and I don't care how dumb this sounds, folks. Troy Dye, if obviously not now, eventually I think this dude can compete for a backup safety spot, that hybrid Jaron Kearse type of player, so to speak, which leaves me with Chaz Surratt. I think this is the eventual replacement of Anthony Barr. This dude is just super, super explosive. Give me Chaz Surratt for your 3rd linebacker. And lastly, we're going to go with outside corner. So obviously, we're not talking about Patrick Peterson here. His role is solidified. So that leaves you with Cam Dantzler versus Bashaud Breeland. Now, all things being equal, it should be Cam Dantzler this is your cornerback of the future, but the dude's been sidelined this entire spring. So with that said, it has to be Bashaud Breeland. And quite frankly, with the emergence of Harrison Hand, as wild as this sounds, and this is actually this is a credit to the job that Rick Spielman has done. Because of the emergence of Harrison Hand with the cornerbacks that we have, Patrick Peterson, assuming Bashaud Breeland is your second outside corner, Mackenzie Alexander, your slot corner, Harrison Hand may have a leg up on Cam Dantzler, which leaves Cam Dantzler, as of now, being your fifth corner. That is nuts. So right now, I would have to say it's Bashaud Breeland. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. I can't wait for these training camp battles. Next video is tomorrow. We'll see you then.